Don't you guys hate it when you're traveling and say, for example, you left something at home, like a specific file on your computer that you want to access? Like that happens to me a lot when I'm traveling and it's like, oh, I missed that on my computer. I wish I would have brought it with me. Let's say, for example, you're working on a specific document or something like that. Or let's say you're out of the country and you want to watch Netflix at home, specifically English because you're in Japan or something, and you can't do that. Well, check it out, guys. If you guys have been following me on social network, I recently upgraded my whole entire home network. I went with something more enterprise level. I don't know if you guys have heard of a company called Ubiquiti. Like that's what they specialize is enterprise level networking. The router that I went with is called Amplifi. This is like next level stuff. Basically, it creates or it allows you to do mesh points around your home. Now, if you're not familiar with what a mesh network is, basically in a nutshell is you have different mesh points. Like for example, this one here, you can plug in anywhere in your home. So it's kind of like an antenna per se. So for example, I have one in my garage and I also have one downstairs. And it allows you to basically have coverage throughout your home or reliable coverage and have the best speeds anywhere in your home. So basically what they've done is they've taken it up a notch. They have this thing called teleport. So what teleport allows you to do is basically travel anywhere in the world, doesn't matter. You can be at Starbucks, you can be in a hotel room, and you plug this guy in, and this now acts like a mesh point for your home's network. So basically, if you're in your hotel room, you plug this in, this now has a mesh point, or kind of, I guess you can call it an access point, or some people might even call it a hotspot. So you connect all of your devices, whether it's your phone, your tablet, your computer, to teleport, and now teleport connects to whether it's the hotel's Wi-Fi network or it could be Starbucks network because this needs internet access. Now all of your devices are going to basically connect to home. So it's gonna be like if your iPhone, your Android phone, your computer are at home. So you'll be able to access anything from your home, whether it's files. So for example, I have a NAS server with 60 terabytes, over 60 terabytes of hard drive space. So a lot of times when I go out and film stuff, I like to go back to my hotel room and basically dump all those files to my NAS server, because what if my laptop gets stolen, or what if something happens? What if like my camera breaks and I lose all of that files? Now granted, you could say, Armando, you can get a Dropbox account. That can be very expensive. Google Drive is very expensive, or can be if you're talking about 60 terabytes of hard drive. Now, another thing that I like to do too is because this is connected to my home's network, I can use, for example, Netflix. If I'm in Japan or in China or wherever I am in the world, I'm getting US Netflix. Now, again, you can say, Armando, you can get a VPN. That is a monthly fee, which I don't have to pay any monthly fees with this. Another way I use this is, for example, if I'm using Apple HomeKit. Apple HomeKit only works if you are at home, basically in a local area network, unless you have an Apple TV, which I don't, because the Apple TV acts as a hub. So if I want to turn on lights, change my thermostats, I can't do that with voice control using Apple HomeKit if I'm away. But as soon as my iPhone connects to this, it'll pretend like if I'm at home and I can do everything just like if I was at home. Or for example, I have DirecTV. So if I am at home, I can access all of my DirecTV content. But as soon as I leave my home's Wi-Fi network, I can't do that. So this has been something really cool because, for example, a lot of times I leave my computer off. So with this, once I plug it in, doesn't matter where I am in the world, I can do a wake on LAN, which is basically a packet that wakes my computer on. It's a little bit complicated. I've actually done a video like 3 years ago on it. I'll leave that link down below if you guys are interested in watching that. I turn on my computer, I have access just like I would normally if I was at home. So all of my computers have been mapped out to all of my network drives. So if I'm in the hotel room, it's literally like if I am at home. So I can pull files and do a lot of stuff. So this is really awesome. Now, the only drawback or the caveat is that you do need Amplifi. Now their stuff is legit. Like I said, they're enterprise level stuff, so that's not bad. But if you wanted to have that teleport feature, you will have to switch out your network, which I recommend because you should be using a mesh network anyway. There's not a lot of companies that do mesh networks currently as of filming this video, so they are already up and up. And like I said, this is enterprise level stuff. So if you guys are interested in picking something like this up for your home, or if you travel a lot, I will leave links down below so you guys can go ahead and check them out. And if you guys have any questions, leave me a comment down below. If you guys want to follow me, and watch behind the scenes, make sure to do so on Instagram. This is where I post a lot of videos and you guys can see a lot of, behind the scenes at Mondo Bites. Thanks again for watching, and you will catch me in the next one. Adios.